You have beautiful recessed lighting. You have light hardwood floors to contrast with the black frame windows and doors. And it's just really pretty with the white, bright walls. And it just goes together so nicely. Hi guys, it is time for New Listings at Noon. I'm Karen Ringo, a realtor in the DMV area with Compass.
And I'm Allison Semeka, a realtor with DMV, also in Compass.
So guys, every week, Allison and I, we go out and we find 3 of our favorite new listings on the market. Allison finds her favorite, I find mine, and then we find one that we really like together. So this week, we are really excited. All of our listings, some kind of way, are only in DC this week, but we are excited to share all of these listings. Allison, can you tell everyone where our listing is located?
My listing's literally across the street from me. Not that you can see out my window. It's in Bloomingdale, LeDroit area. How about yours?
Awesome. My listing today is located in Woodridge, so Northeast DC, just east of Brookland, if you guys are familiar. And funny that I said that. Allison, where is our third listing shared that we love?
Yeah, our third listing is in Brookland, so not too far. And they both have the same street name, which hasn't happened before for us in this episode. So we'll get there.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's get started. Allison, you're going to go first, and I will pull up your listing.
I sure am. Okay, let's get those photos going. The address is 2035 2nd Street. It is a top floor unit, which we'll get to in a minute. It's a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, slightly over 1,300 square foot condo. The listing agent, before I forget, is Eddie Garcia with Keller Williams. We spoke the other day. So here we go. So first photo here is the front of the building. And I'm going to quickly tell you guys a little bit about this actual building and the complex. So it's called the Parker Flats at Gage School. The Gage School was named after somebody, Nathaniel Parker Gage. He was a DC school administrator. And so this is a historic building. It is on the National Register of Historic Places. And the school itself was built in 1904. And it served students in this area. So LeDroit, Bloomingdale, and Eckington for about 70 years. And then it sat empty and kind of, went into disarray for about 30. And it was resurrected in 2007 and made into this complex. So the Parker Flats condominium, it's actually 3 total buildings. So there's the original school here, and then you've got 2 additional buildings. And they all share a kind of a courtyard area that can be accessed in various ways, which we'll get to. Excuse me. But this particular unit is in the old school. And so here we are going to this unit, and you're going to notice throughout the listing that you've got these original exposed beams, the ductwork that is offset color from the ceiling, which, I think we've seen a lot of kind of silver exposed before. We've seen it painted white. This gives it a very unique feel. And the whole place you're going to see is very warm because it's like golds and browns and woods. So if you're sick of the white and gray situation that we actually have on here a decent amount because it's very in right now, this is a good alternative for you. So here you're looking into the kitchen, which again, this wood paneled kind of accent wall, I just think is really unique and cool. The good thing about the decor of this place is some of it is original, I believe, to when it was first done in 2007. And in that time period, everything was these warm kind of brown kind of colors, almost like had a reddish feel to them. And so that's not like completely on trend, but the whole flow of this condo with these warm woods, like for me, just feels, and combined with the brick, it just really works. So if you want to change the colors at some point you can, but you don't, it's like move-in ready as it is, right? So here's a good angle from the primary bedroom. And this isn't staged, which I actually think is important to point out. Because if it was staged, it would have everybody falls in love with stage places. I fell in love with this place when it was with the person's, original stuff, which for me really says something. But it's a really good long angle of this long bedroom here. You can kind of start to see the large kind of walk-in closet on the right there. And I chose this angle again. Pay attention to the beams, pay attention to the exposed ductwork. And then really what I love about the top floor of this building are the various nooks and the windows. That's the front of the old school. It's just really dramatic. So there are 2.5 baths, like we said. So this is, I believe, the primary. So you've got this great accent wall. Of course, you know, I'm definitely into wallpaper and accent walls, so that immediately sung to me. But it's nice. I mean, you've got dual vanities. I mean, it's a large bathroom. It hasn't been updated very recently, but I mean, again, it's fully functional. So if you wanted to just swap out a vanity or change some tile, it would be a quick fix. This is no like gut reno situation, right? And this is the second bedroom. So again, kind of this theme is throughout. You've got the exposed beams and the ducts, and you've got ceiling fans in every room, which I think is great when you have high ceilings like this to really get airflow going well. This angle I just wanted to show you because you see that there's lots of closets in all of the rooms, which is a huge thing for me. So I always point them out. And I think we have another photo of this room. Yes, where you can see again, another one of those really interesting kind of cutouts to the windows there, which I just find really, really cool and unique. I will tell you as we're going through also that that you have views of the Capitol Dome from this unit, and it does come with 2 underground parking spots and storage. So you know, the price is scrolling below, which is $820. Which is, you know, so you're getting a lot for this, I think, kind of a lot of bang for your buck here. Another angle. So now you can kind of, I wanted to really pick this one so you could see the flow and more of the layout of the unit. So you've got the spare room going to the living room and then the primary bedroom at the other side. Other bathroom, you know, they're in really good shape. Everything's in really good condition. The tile on the, I don't see large format tile like this on the ceiling outside of the shower a lot, but you know, it's pretty, I was gonna say, it's like not offensive. It's not crazy tile or anything, right? You could change lots of other stuff and still keep that there. And so you wouldn't have to redo everything if you want to swap out a vanity or something like that. So this is kind of one of those central areas I was talking about. You can see the beautiful Bloomingdale skyline behind you. Those are some of the row houses on Flagler behind there. And so there's this beautiful green area here. And one of the other buildings on the far kind of back left there, that's one of the newer buildings that's part of this community. And it does have it's 92 units in total. And something interesting is it won an award for residential design in 2008. So it's definitely, if you live in this neighborhood, which obviously I do, it's a very notable kind of complex. It's very unique looking, really pretty. And I've never actually been inside in this grassy area. And every time I have a foster puppy, he or she walks over to the gate and longingly looks in there like he or she wants to go in. And I'm kind of like, well, me too. But I can tell you, looking in from the gate looks beautiful.
Awesome. Well, Allison, that is a really very cool condo. Now, are there any condo fees, or do you know of? Or?
Well, yep, there are condo fees. I mean, wouldn't it be great if there weren't? Yeah. The condo fee is $806 a month. Okay. And there is an open house. And it's actually tomorrow, Saturday, from 12 to 3. So if people want to go check it out, head on over.
Awesome. So guys, that is Allison's pick for the week. And now we're going to change it up just a little bit, and we're going to show you my pick for the week. So Allison, if you want to tell them about my pick as I'm changing out the address.
Sure. So this home is in Woodridge, which is, a lot of people are still unfamiliar with Woodridge, but I think it was a great pick for us today because Woodridge is an area that, you know, a lot of the area is a community with single family detached homes with large lots. And so you can get a lot of house and a lot of space for a price point that's, you know, more that's better than some others, you know, more affordable. So the address is 2913 Otis Street Northeast, and it's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, approximately 2,000 square foot home. It's listed at $949. Karen, I'll let you take it from here.
Awesome. So as Allison said, and we kind of did a little sneak peek earlier, this is considered new construction because it was fully remodeled in 2022. So from top to bottom in 2022. So it's a gorgeous colonial. I don't know if you guys have noticed that the past few weeks, it seems that I am picking black and white homes. So I think that's just probably on trend right now. But one of the first things I noticed is this gorgeous porch in the front. It's just very inviting, and it has beautiful black frame doors and windows. And so as we go in, you're going to notice all throughout the home the beautiful black frame windows and doors. Once you get in, the first thing I noticed is that it's an open living concept. You have beautiful recessed lighting. You have light hardwood floors to contrast with the black frame windows and doors. And it's just really pretty with the white, bright walls, and it just goes together so nicely. Here is another angle of the living room, and you can look back towards the door and see where the entrance where you come in, and then it just wraps around, it flows around into the kitchen area. And here is your beautiful chef's kitchen. You have gorgeous black cabinets with black quartz countertops. And as we go in, you'll notice also that we have the two-tone cabinetry. And so that's what we're seeing in a lot of the homes, where you have the light cabinets up top with the white, and then here we have the black cabinets below. One thing that's different that's kind of trending this year is the really gold, it's the gold hardware. So you'll notice that the cabinets have beautiful gold handles on the white cabinets and the black cabinets. And so that's really nice throughout. And they kind of keep that theme in some of the rooms throughout. Here's an up close picture of the chef's kitchen. It's just really, really pretty. They did a really good job. So some of the things, you have black stainless steel appliances in the kitchen. You also, we're going to show you in just a quick moment that there's a great deck that goes along the outside of the house. And so you can go to the deck from the kitchen dining room area. So very nice. There's a huge backyard, but we're saving that for the end. As we go to the next photo, here's a look at the primary bedroom. And the primary bedroom has great ceilings, the same recessed lighting. There's a very large walk-in closet that we're not showing, and a gorgeous bathroom that I'm excited to show you. Imagine yourself in this beautiful marbled, it's marbled from the floor to all the walls, from the floor to ceiling marble tile. And you have the gold hardware, again, that goes with the navy cabinets. So it's really nice. And this next picture is an up close picture of the shower. So the shower, it goes with the cabinets. So you have this beautiful, gorgeous shower with the gold trim, and I love that navy tile.
It's well, so I redid my bathroom probably 3 years now, and my friend really pushed me to do gold accents, and I fought it tooth and nail. I ended up putting some in, and now I'm so glad I did. I think that it looks gold at the end of the day really warms the space up, right? Mm-hmm. And I think this works really well in a bathroom. So looks great.
Yeah, one of my favorite baths in this house. So here is the second bedroom. This one is beautiful as well. You take a look at the black frame windows. It's just really nice. It's striking. And our next picture is just another, I just wanted to show you another one of the bathrooms, because they just did a really great job. They used high-end finishes throughout the house. So just very beautiful. Beautifully done. Now here's the downstairs space. Throughout the house, there's the black railing. So you can see the railing that's in this room, also in the main room. You have a wet bar in the basement, and I have a closer picture of the wet bar that you can check out. So this space, if you want to rent it out or have a guest stay down here, they have their own little quarters. There's an additional bedroom that I will show you in a moment, and a full bath down here as well. So it's just a nice extra space that you can either have it as additional space for you or for your guests, or you can do whatever you would like with this space. But here's a picture of the downstairs extra guest room. And now we're going to take you outside. So here is a very, very large backyard. And one thing, you know, these houses, some of the houses that are in Woodridge are known for having nice, large backyards. And here's another angle as well. So Brookland is, I mean, not Brookland, I'm sorry, Woodridge is just east of Brookland, and it's a great little neighborhood, and it's more of a neighborhood that's full of single detached homes. So it kind of gives you a slightly little suburban feel, although you're in the city. So it's really great. Allison, do you want to make any comments? I know I went really fast through this one.
No, I mean, I think people should just really quickly know that when we're picking these units, it's hard, right? We're just picking 3 every week, and we want to both like them and you and I to be drawn to them. But, you know, we could pick, you know, $7 million mansions all day, but those aren't really, you know, that's more house porn than anything else. So we want to make sure that we're actually showing and highlighting places that are like good picks for various reasons. And I think that this one's a really good one for somebody who's looking for an investment that's going to grow in an area that's going to continue to appreciate. And you have a ton of land, and you just don't get this much yard space at this price point in a lot of areas. So, you know, you and I also don't pick a ton of new construction for the show, but if it's somebody who, you know, doesn't want to have to deal with a lot of work in the beginning, they want to make sure their appliances are, you know, new and under warranty, this is a really, really great pick.
Awesome.
That's my diatribe for today.
I love it, Allison. I love it. And so, you know, this area, Woodridge, is right so close to Brookland. So our next one, we're just going to kind of head into Brookland with these 2 picks. And so if you notice, you know, Brookland is, there's a difference in price points from being in Brookland to Woodridge, but, you know, both neighborhoods are definitely, like Allison said, appreciating quickly, especially in this robust market that we're in.
Yeah, and real quick before we move on, just to tell people, so this is a listing by Cheryl Garner-Shaw with Area Real Estate, and there's an open house on Sunday from 12 to 2.
Awesome. Thank you, Allison. Okay, so our next one, Allison, as I'm bringing them up, our Brookland listing.
Let's do this. Okay, the address is 1349 Otis Street, Northeast. So another Otis Street, folks. Don't get confused with the last one we did. This one is 5-bed, 4-bath, 28, or it's almost 2,900 square foot home. It's $1,495,000. Karen, I'm going to let you start because the first comment is something that you've said to me a couple of times. I want to make sure you get to do it.
Well, okay, so just take a look at this beautiful house. I mean, one reason why I was really drawn to this house is just because it has great curb appeal. The blue is the painting, the outside blue is just gorgeous with the yellow door. And if we take a look, yellow is my favorite color, and I just love this yellow door. So right away, once I saw this and I'm going through looking for homes, this just caught me just from the outside and the great curb appeal. And you'll also notice, which we're saving the best for last, that this home has the most beautiful landscaped backyard. And so we're saving it for the end.
Well, I think the front does too. I'm just going to jump in. I think the landscaping flows from the front and the back. So it's really, it's really beautiful, both front and back. So, all right.
Okay.
So second house that has black framed windows and doors and railings, which I am here for. I'm here for this moment. I want this moment to stay. I think that it's great.
Can I say?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll tell you.
I was going to say every place I've ever lived in has like a traditional white frame on the windows and the doors, and you know it's traditional. That's fine, but this black framed stuff here is way more my jam.
And Allison, one thing I will say is in the last house, the hardwood floors were light. And in this one, they're a little bit darker, but it just goes to show you that the black frame windows and doors, they go with either. You can do light hardwood floors and dark hardwood floors, and it still looks great together.
All right. Well, Karen, we're going to tag team this one today. So this home, something I found interesting is this home was sold a couple of years ago, and a lot of these renovations had been done. So it's not totally gut reno like the last place. And And so the big main changes are in the landscaping and some of the kind of things we'll talk about at the end of this. But this home is great in that you have this stone basic, wall here with the fireplace. You don't see a lot of this in DC, or at least I haven't. This is actually, you've got stone behind you, Karen, right now.
But we're not in DC.
No, you're not. And I actually grew up with a fireplace very similar to this in upstate New York. So I just think that it's a unique feature to the home. I also like how it splits the lower level up a bit. Every week, I feel like I'm talking about how I'm kind of over complete open floor plans. So I like how this kind of punctuates the space a bit.
And I will say, it's so good that we're together because I'm Allison's total opposite. I want an open floor plan. So this is just another angle of the living room. And you can just see, if you look towards the back, how this home, just like the one that we saw before, flows into the kitchen area.
Right. I'd still consider this open concept. It's just not like one big box like I live in right now. No, I live in literally it's a big, open thing, and you can't not see every other area. So I like how this flows really well, and it's like semi-open, like 85% open. So
right. Well, here's the beautiful kitchen. Kitchen is been fully renovated. It has a beautiful white countertops, and you'll see that we have kind of the two-tone cabinetry, because the back cabinets are a different color from the other cabinets. So, that's kind of a common thing that we're seeing. I think we're seeing it more so now than
100%.
ever. Yeah.
Yep.
So beautiful kitchen, beautiful dining space, very nice size, and it leads out to the deck that we're going to be showing you. But like I said, we're saving that for the
end.
Yes. So let's head upstairs. This is the primary bedroom, and very large bedroom, great space. You have a walk-in closet that we're not showing here, but you also have a great ensuite bath. But all the bedrooms are really nice size. Allison, I'm going to bring up the next group.
Yeah, we've got 3 ensuite baths in this whole home, which is pretty unique to have 3 ensuite baths. So you're showing one of the baths now.
So this is the primary.
Yep. So I'll say the whole primary suite is pretty large. There's an extra kind of, what did you refer to it as before, Karen? Like, it's almost like a dressing room, right? Because it's technically a closet, it's behind there. Right. It's got some interesting space in this home for sure. So this whole primary suite is large.
And one thing we're going to back up and say about the house is that there's 2 bedrooms on the main level and a full bath. So if you have a family member or a guest that can't do stairs, this house really works because you have a bedroom and a full bath on the main level. So you have 2 bedrooms, main level, and then we have 2 bedrooms upstairs with an ensuite bathroom.
Right. Right. That's huge.
And I picked this picture. I picked 2 of this bedroom just because it's a really large, and I just wanted to show how large the space is. Mm-hmm. And here is the second. So you can this really kind of just shows you have this huge bunk bed in here, but you still have tons of space in the room.
Yeah, so it's a great room.
So let's head downstairs. We are only showing you one shot of downstairs, but this can be your entertaining quarter. Or you could turn it into an extra, workspace, whatever, play space. It's just a great extra space that you have. So.
And this is showing you that this is the second of 2 gas fireplaces. We talked about the first one upstairs, so this is the second one. So it's really nice that you have 2 different spaces with that.
Awesome. And let's head outside. This is the moment this is the attraction, I believe, of this place. So beautiful landscape backyard. You have, several, what are they called? Raised gardens, mm-hmm. and rain gardens that are back here. I have like 3 shots. Let's show you another one. So this is the deck that you look out from the dining room kitchen. So that's the deck there. And then as you go back out to the yard, this is underneath the deck.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the most important takeaway here is that there are multiple outdoor spaces, all obviously in the same area. So you've got the upstairs deck, you've got the underneath deck, you've got the outdoor kind of spaces, green spaces here, which we're looking at with the beds and whatnot, which is great because if you have it, like you always would like to have the one in the sun when it's nice, but when it gets really, really hot, it's great to go underneath and you have that shade there so you can enjoy being outside and not boiling in 100 gajillion degree heat that happens in July here in DC.
Right. And I think I said it backwards. You have rain gardens and then you have raised planting gardens in the backyard. So very beautiful. Now here is one of the shots that we've been waiting for. One more shot. Let's show this up close of the backyard, just so you can see how large the space is and how landscaped it is. It's just really beautiful.
Yeah, and we were like singing the praises of Woodridge and the space before, but I mean, this is nothing to balk at. This has also got a ton of space, and it makes sense. Brookland's right next to Woodridge, and so that area of Northeast in general has a lot of land for a lot of these houses for sure. So this is my favorite part of this house. It's basically a little accessory area. They have it painted the same color as the house, which I think is smart. It kind of makes that whole house, translate to that area as well. And inside is just this really funky, cool, exposed beam space is really the best way you can say it, because they have it as a little office-y sitting area. This is my dream, basically, to have something like this where I could do the podcast or listen to music at earth-shattering levels because, I think my hearing's going. But, all of these kinds of, I could have so many different uses for this space. Truly, kids like play area. I just think, and, leaving the exposed kind of roof there is just like, why not? It's just so cool and interesting.
Yeah. And I will say, we used to live in Brookland in Northeast, and it's just a great neighborhood. There's, you have the Monroe Street Marketplace where you have Barnes and Noble. You have Brookland Pint. You have Busboys and Poets. You just have a lot of great little restaurants there. You have Brooklyn Finest. You have the Brooklyn Metro. There's a farmer's market on Saturdays that starts in April. So that's just a lot of great things in this neighborhood.
Yeah, for sure. And what we didn't say is that this is Nashwa Beach's listing. She's from Long and Foster. And the open houses I'll tell you guys about. Saturday, they're different times, so heads up. Saturday is 1 to 3 and Sunday is 12 to 2. So if you wanted to check that out.
Awesome. Okay, well, we want to just thank you guys for tuning in to New Listings at Noon. I'm Karen Ringo.
I'm Allison Semeka.
And we will see you soon.